Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Sensei Pink and I'm coming back to you guys for my review on the Kiss Bet episode 132 and 133. Now before we get into today's episode, be sure you do your favorite Sensei a big favor and go follow me on all of my social media, my TikTok, Twitter, all of that, which will pop up here soon. And be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so that you could see more of me. And now let's get into this week. So picking up from last week when Oliver just left us on a complete, and I mean complete cliffhanger of is he going to confess or not, Sarah begins to ask Oliver what wasn't he going to do. And after pinning her to the wall, Oliver just gets off of her and is just like, I don't know. Being the shy cat that he is, he just turns around and he's just like, you know what, never mind, I don't even know what I'm saying. And shortly after, just moves his attention to why the elevator isn't moving at all. After some good old banging on the elevator keys, which gets them nowhere, the elevator begins shaking and the two of them end up stuck in the elevator, just now waiting on maintenance to just show up. Since neither of them have a phone which could save the day, they both sit down on the elevator floor and Sarah begins to ask Oliver what was wrong. After telling her that, he just actually wanted some space and to be alone for a bit, she begins to apologize because, she did follow him into the elevator, which was really ig. Being the sweet boy that we know he is, Oliver is just like, look, I could have been stuck alone, which would suck a lot more. After teasing Oliver about wanting to be alone, Oliver is just like, look, I'm sorry for all of that. You didn't deserve any of that. And I was just upset with something else. Right afterwards, Sarah is just like, look, I kind of knew it was only a matter of time because you like to bottle your emotions and everything in, and contrary to me, I'm pretty annoying, and I just go about sharing it with anyone and everyone that I can. And aside from me, if you ever need to blurt something out or get anything off your chest, I'm here for you. After a moment of silence, Oliver then begins opening up about what's troubling him, and he tells Sarah first of all, Joe just needs to figure out where he stands because number one, Joe is not his father. He doesn't need him to be a protector. And number three, it's just completely annoying, and although he knows he means well and that, he's mad at the fact that he's mad at Joe, and then on top of that, he's mad at the fact that he's mad at his mom. And guys, that's how we end this episode. Now moving into episode 133, picking up from when Oliver basically said that he's mad at himself for being mad at his mom. Sarah just begins to ask why are you mad at your mom? And Oliver goes on to explain that there's a lot of reasons. Number one, she's getting married for the third time. Number two, Oliver's just upset at his mom over the fact that I guess she feels like she needs a man in her life and she's just not okay with just having her kids. And lastly, aside from Oliver's mom's new boyfriend being a weirdo, the guy done sold off Oliver's guitar, which used to be his father's, and now he has nothing left of his father. The sad part about it is their mom actually backed her boyfriend up about selling Oliver's guitar because it was a quote unquote distraction, and basically he doesn't need to focus on being a musician. And to put the cherry on top, when Oliver actually went to the pawn shop to try and go get back the guitar, it was already too late and someone had already got it. After Oliver's stepdad, I'm just gonna call him, pulled that snake shit, that was just the last straw for Oliver. And right after that, him and Joe decided to just move in with Joe's dad. As Oliver keeps going, he just tells Sarah he's been saving up to try and buy the exact same guitar, but it's really expensive. And just as he, accumulates some of his little money, he's just wondering, is it even worth it or is it not? And after hearing this, Sarah is just like, Oliver, I will pay you double for tutoring you cannot quit doing music. Like, you are so freaking amazing. Keeping up with this rant, she's just like, look, we need to finish that song so that you can win Battle of the Bands and show them how amazing you are. After going through a little bit of doubt, Oliver is just like, well, if I did win, I could use some of the prize money to buy that guitar I wanted. And Sarah's just like, precisely, like, we have to be more consistent. We got to get this song done. Whenever you want to meet, we can do it. After Oliver points out the fact that, she actually needs to study for the entrance exams, Sarah's just like, you're right. So we just need to prioritize, me studying and, getting you ready for Battle of the Bands. And whenever you need to practice or you just feel the urge to, you can use my dad's guitar, and it just works out because I just live next door. Now Oliver just like wonders whether or not it's okay or not. And Sarah's just like, look, you can use anything of my father's. My father loves you. He was so impressed with your music, and honestly, he keeps waiting on when you're gonna come back. Oliver then thanks Sarah for basically, helping him resolve some of his issues and, listening to him, and also apologizes for exploding on her. The two share a sort of happy moment, and at that moment, the two are interrupted when Joe comes opening up the elevator and is surprised to see both of them on it. Now, my thoughts on this episode, my heart was pounding. I really, really, really thought that, well, not this episode, but the previous, I really thought that Oliver was gonna say something and his feelings, I was hoping for it, but unfortunately we did not get it. I wish we did. I know our moment is coming and I'm waiting on it. Moving out of that episode and into the last one I just reviewed, I am so sick of Joe ruining these moments. Like, why does he always gotta come out of nowhere? Go take a seat. I'm tired of you. Sit down. Let Olivera stands be great without you showing up every 5 seconds. But all jokes aside, I am really happy for Oliver. At least he got some sort of like resolution to his turmoil, just a little bit. Aside from, feeling happy for him, I do, though, want to punch Oliver's stepdad in the neck. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You don't sell my boy's guitar like that. And when I see you on the screen, just know, I don't know, whatever his name is, it's going to be on and popping, okay? It's going to be on and popping because you don't do my boy like that. That ain't right. So next time he pops up on the screen, it's on site, and I hope he gets punched in the neck. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for this week. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this week's episode? And if you had the choice, how would you beat down Oliver's stepdad? Because personally, I'd punch him in the neck. Be sure to follow me on all of my social media. That includes my TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. And lastly, guys, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification button if you would like to see more of me, your favorite sensei, Sensei Pink.